Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer, first off, courtesy, I believe, we had our holiday party at Sanford Brewing Company, and I believe one of the assistant brewers, Grant, was actually there, wasn't actually there, like, brought up some really cool gifts. He offered a bunch of beers, so I ended up stealing that and giving one away, but I have like two for you guys. So what do we have here from Pontoon? I know they're distributed down here. They're out of... Wait. No, okay, now we're confused. This is out of Listermann Brewing in collaboration Pontoon. And Pontoon is out of the Southeast. And so what is this? This is Pontoon. Well, it's really cool. They call Pontoon first, but this is out of Listermann out of Ohio. This is Atlanta. Yeah, Pontoon's out of Atlanta area. Atlanta Banana Pancake Cabana. Pastry Stout, bananas, hazelnut spread, pancake mix, maple syrup, vanilla, lactose. 13-1. Full label. They got a couple of guys chilling, having some pancakes. Listermann Brewing. Never heard of them before. Let's check them out on a pastry stout. It's nice that this fridge right here, or right behind me, I'm touching it behind me, has really nice temp for cellaring temperature, but not ideal for like fridge temperature. So I actually like my IPAs and lagers and stuff in the real fridge. This one actually works out well for soda. Soda maybe want a little colder. Works out for us, but in the pastry stout for sure. Just pulled it out. So beer comes pitch black, very dark. Looks nice and viscous. Let it get sheeting on the glass, so that dark brown color. Nice dark brown head on that. Yeah, looks pretty good. Not the cleanest glass ever done, but let's figure that out. Yeah, that's non-bourbon barrel aged, right? Non-bourbon barrel aged? They don't say bourbon barrel aged. No. Yeah, it's just a lot of adjuncts. It almost has this kind of like bourbon barrel aged character because there's so much vanilla intensity of sweetness. But actually, not as, again, quite vanilla-y forward, but not as like adjunct forward as I expect. You get like that kind of like big roasty character. Peanut butter. There's a nut in here. Yeah. Hazelnuts. Vanilla, maple syrup, yeah. Don't really get bananas. Just confirming through all the checks and notes, and it got really nice kind of like chocolatey brownie character. A little bit of kind of like, as I wait more, it's got more pancakey kind of thing going on, like this kind of yeasty, like desserty, almost has donuts or something added in here. Big. It smells like a big burly beer with those adjuncts added, so seems like they try to balance it out with a big burly beer. Obviously, you're elevated to this high kind of alcohol. What's there that's like a little disjointed for me? Something spicy. It's got to be a combination of hazelnuts and maple syrup that's like a little bit like it hits up front. It's almost like it's cinnamon. Yeah. It's a very strong cinnamony vibe in here. And you know what that is? It's actually the maple syrup. The maple syrup, I guess what they're using, has this maple syrup, by the way. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's fenugreek. Fenugreek. Is a spice that's used in like South Asian cooking, blah, blah. It has this kind of flavor that at some exaggerated points can have this kind of maple flavor, but also spicy element. And it tastes almost like cinnamon. So the beer, I guess the beer is very mapley. There's a cherry red cola thing that comes in. It's quite weird. A little bit like artificial. There's this kind of like nutty roastiness in the middle. A little bit of that Ferrero Rocher thing, but not as decadent and tasty and wafery as Ferrero Rocher. So instead, you get this kind of like I don't know. It's like, it's spicy, earthy. That's what I'm looking for. Cinnamon can be a little bit earthy, and the maple syrup here has got earthy fenugreeky. I don't taste bananas for all hell. I don't know when this was bottled. honestly, I suspect that this might be just either a disjointed bottle or just an older bottle. It's super like earthy. Um, it's a sweet beer, but has a really nice kind of balance with the roast. But then the vanilla and all the sweet elements help it remind you a little bit of barrel aged beer, but not quite, obviously. Um, drinks really easily for its ABV, but this for me is a solid like flight beer. Nothing about this beer is like Bourbon County where it's like, whoa, quaffable. I mean, I personally find that beer quaffable. Everybody has a different palate. Um, uh, Katie just made fun of me for using the word quaffable, but like drinkable. Like for me, that beer is drinkable. Despite its ABV, like I don't care. I love the balance on that beer. It's not a balanced beer, but in my mind, what it does, it has balance in its elements. That's a long conversation. Here, it's earthy. It's too earthy, but it's quite drinkable despite that. Up front, chocolate brownie, earthy, a little bit of kind of cinnamon spice thing, a little bit of that pancake mix yeasty thing, vanilla rides. Nice chocolate bitterness. More of that kind of like rich 60-70% chocolate profile on the back end. Lingers with a little bit of sweetness. Some bitterness actually comes in quite nicely. So, sorry, we're trying to do chores while life is happening. The girls are asleep. We're trying to get chores done. I'm trying to do reviews as well. Trying to enjoy the night as much as possible while also getting work done. So Katie's doing work. I'm going to join her in a minute. Chores done. Doing reviews. Excuse the sound. It's all right. Not a great. Oh, sorry. A very good pastry stout, but not a great pastry stout. No bananas in here, but again, to me, it doesn't always have to be what's advertised on the label, but what's in the glass. Glass is pretty tasty. A solid flight beer, a very good flight beer. Would dominate for sure. Flight beer. I'm gonna go with a solid. '89 Listermann collaborative Pontoon. Again, I don't know how old this beer is. Bananas would have helped out. Less of that. Again, it's so easy to unbalance a beer and or I don't know what the word is, but work a beer out of balance. And that earthy thing is just too intense. The beer has a proper bitterness to it. I like where it sits on a pastry stout, but that thing is just not there, and it's not pretty and bright like cinnamon that can like have its pretty high notes and the earthiness. This here is not a mapley sweet pancake thing. It's gotten to its earthy fenugreek phase. But that's all the negative things to say about it. 89 is still a very good rating. Cheers.